So this is the Yunzhi guitar that was I just had made in China, and I'm just recording it through the Mac microphone. That's why the sound is probably not the greatest. It's just going through a Princeton Reverb with a little old Boss FET preamp thing that I use, an FA-1, which is down there. Can't get it now, but pretty cool thing by the way. If any of you guys, especially on these kind of guitars, it seems to bring the sound together, and that gets all over the place. It's a solid spruce top, maple back and sides. See there. And I actually was able to pick out the blanks before they made the guitar. I went through about 3 of them, I think, before I picked one that I liked the graining on and no imperfections and things like that. It's got an ebony neck, all triple bound. I mean, the workmanship on this guitar is absolutely spot on, incredible. I can't find anything wrong with it. The only thing that was not good was the electronics, and they were completely bogus. I mean, it was wired wrong, it was buzzing, it was doing this, it was doing that. The pickup was kind of crappy. So I changed the pickup to a Gibson 57 Classic and put new pots and new wiring, and now no buzzing, no issues with anymore with any of that kind of stuff. So you do have to do a little work with these guitars as far as setup and all that kind of stuff goes. But in the end, you know, after you spend $1,000, $1,100, something like that, I mean, for this kind of guitar, for that kind of money, is a real steal, because the prices that I see, I live in Thailand, and even here, you know, for solid wood jazz guitars, they're like $4,000 or $5,000, and you get the big makers in the States. I mean, they're $6,000, $7,000. So you could get 6 of these for that. Even if only 2 of them are good, you're still ahead of the game. But you know, I don't know. Maybe I got lucky, but because what the sound. And it does sound, it sounds a lot better, I think, than what you're going to hear on the thing, because recording through the Mac microphone is definitely, it takes some of the highs and kind of makes them a little sparkly, I notice, so, because it's much more mellow sounding and very even across the whole thing. Because I play with my thumb, so that gives a little bit of a mellow sound anyway. But I also have some people have asked why I didn't have a pick guard. The position that I hold my hand with a pick guard doesn't put it at the right angle. I always take the pick guards off, so I just ordered this one without one. Because just depends on the size of your hands and everything else, you know. Oh, and for octaves too. Nice sound. So it's got that, I think it has that West sound a little bit, you know. I gotta play with it some more. I gotta mess around with different amps and different setups and different tone controls, and and every time with these kind of guitars, every gig you play, it depends on the room and what's going on and the weather and everything else. So there's a lot of factors involved. You know, getting a good sound live is one thing. I mean, I've read things about Wes. Even Wes was always dissatisfied with his sound all the time, and part of the reason is, like gigging players, every condition is different. If you're always in the studio, it's one thing. It's easy to get a good sound. I can take this guitar onto Pro Tools and make it sound like anything. I can play a Strat and make it sound like a L5. But if you're playing live gigs, and that's the key to find a good guitar for a live gig, where you can play with horn players and you can play with whoever you play with, and get that cutting kind of soloing sound and up in these upper registers, the guitar has to sing. So far this looks like, you get really nice sustain, even on the lower strings and the high registers. It's still got a pretty nice sound. So overall, I'm really happy with this guitar.